From Kent, Ohio, and Dix Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State, and while assignment may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. Today, a battle in the Buckeye State, and battle lines will be drawn from Cleveland to Cincinnati, as we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Redhawks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will have the opening possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Kent State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Miami, Ohio's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, their quarterback has always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. And that's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The Redhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed over the middle. It's Etheridge. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the golden flashes want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The golden flashes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Turn it. Got some room. Heading to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, golden flashes. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Quick completion on the out route. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the whistle, it's 1st and 5 for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Russell. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the 1st quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
The kick is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got him downfield. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the golden flashes in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The golden flashes are marching down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And the golden flashes will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Dropping back, it's Quinn. Bringing the heat. And he's going to go down at the 1.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the run. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And And the Redhawks will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Golden Flashes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Golden Flashes have it with a first and goal. To the air. It's St. Clair. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After back-to-back misfires, they're hoping this time's the charm on third and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This coach told us he was going to be aggressive. Couldn't win this game by kicking field goals. But being aggressive is one thing, being reckless is another.
Yeah, and I'm going for the reckless ones. I'm all in. If you're going to be aggressive and you're going to go for it on fourth down, that's your plan. Stick to it. High-scoring games are going to happen in college football. I think touchdowns, not field goals.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 7 over Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. A little screen to the running back.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Good timing on the quick out. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Now on third down for this offense.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Russell. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
He's brought down near the 49-yard line. First down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Quinn. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Russell. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out.
Number 34, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down.
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Kent State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this up.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Tight end finds a soft spot. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Hawks will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Complete downfield. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The golden flashes, moving quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the golden flashes. Pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun. Touchdown, golden flashes. Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24. But if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Red Hawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Quinn. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Red Hawks will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's sticky. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the ground game. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Quinn. Punts it out of the air. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And the Red Hawks send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Golden Flashes will punt this one away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Gonna run it. It's ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Red Hawks will bring the punt team onto the field. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner is stopped. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. kick is in the air. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dix Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Golden Flashes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Back to throw, it's Quinn. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Redhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Redhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving. Breaks into the open. All the way down to to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Pulls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They've moved it into scoring territory. First and 10 from the 11. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On the run, it's Hall. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now on second down. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And the Golden Flashes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. Even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He has the first and still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This time it's complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Out of the backfield, he's open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo. And they can't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The Golden Flashes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Splits the uprights. Good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To throw, it's Quinn. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard, on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Grabs it inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the golden flashes. Want to move quickly. To the air, it's St. Clair. Gets it out fast. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. But take a look at how we got here. If you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking for room, it's Harris. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. And the Red Hawks buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Back to pass, it's Rodg. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
At the 15, he's loose. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
They'll go with a direct snap. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Creates a little space. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Red Hawks getting set on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Red Hawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Rodg. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
You've got to do a better job with your decision-making at quarterback. I love the individual effort, escaping when things break down. Now you're trying to find someone open downfield on the scramble drill, but no one's there. Just throw it away. Take the incompletion, live to play another day. But now, because you ran out of bounds, you've lost 3 yards.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Oh, he makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The golden flashes are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's on target and complete. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Good, right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean carry.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
The Red Hawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. He'll pull it down.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Looking to throw, it's locked. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Gives it on the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Hawks can really attack on this second and short.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Oh, he's got a chance. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
On on 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. On the run, it's Harris. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
This is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.